Hi everybody, welcome to 20 something and yeah, welcome to my life as well. This is yes, I feel like all girls should look good, and a lot of time they wake up be like, oh, we look good, but it's a difference between looking good for yourself and looking good for others too. I believe you should look good for yourself and other people. It's your obligation to look good and show up and show that respect, because a lot of time people judge from how you dress yourself. The way you dress yourself is like a representation of your value, your mindset, and a lot of things beyond just like, oh, I feel like this today, so I'm dressing up like this. So actually from that, I'm going to transit to another topic on dating and relationships. So today I want to talk about why did I stop seeking man validation and also attention, because I feel like this is such an important topic to talk nowadays, especially you are in 20s trying to figure out dating, all that kind of stuff, and you sometimes wonder, like, why can you get somebody who's high value and you believe that yourself is a high value person, but you always are put into a position that the people want to date you, but they don't really want to date you for serious reasons. So yeah, today I want to talk about that, and especially why I stopped, because in the past I have been doing pretty much like going out to parties, dressing a little bit promiscuous, like very like revealing, and why did I stop? So let's talk about why I started in the first place. I mean, a lot of you guys, like a lot of us, we go to college. Hopefully there's a lot of frat parties and just different type parties that you go to, and we see that a lot of people around us, especially girls, they dress up with mini skirt, like tank top, and there's a lot of skin showing. So with that, like, we pretty much are like conditioned to think that it's okay to dress like that, because not especially when you're in college, nobody really would say anything about it. And especially when you hang out with girls who likes to party, everybody's dressing up like that, and they're like, oh, you look even hotter in this one, when you have literally no it's piece of cloth with no other things to cover your body. But yeah, it was okay, especially nobody was saying anything about it. And then when I started to like date guys, and a lot of time I feel like they have been paying a lot of attention to me, because the first time they especially when I start posting on social media, as well as like dating profiles, I post especially a lot of like booty showing pictures. I think that gets a lot of attention, or even walking on the streets, I wear like booty shorts. I guess that during that time it was kind of an ego boost, just because I know, like, oh yeah, I got so much attention. And that's the same with everybody around me, because everybody's saying that they got a lot of attention, they can pull a lot of guys. And well, at the end of the day, the people I have dated in the past, there's one or two persons who doesn't really mind, but then especially with my ex-boyfriend, who has explicitly said that he's not really happy about it. But even during that time, I was like, oh, I just want to dress up for myself. But deep down, that decision of dressing up like that, going out without letting him feel comfortable, is kind of disrespecting into that relationship. That's when I got out of it and start dating some more high value guys who made me start thinking about my decision, especially regards to dressing. And the reason why I said it's kind of seeking male attention is because when you dress with your skin, a lot of your skin showing, it is attention seeking, even though you're like, oh, I just dress up for yourself, but the consequence is that people pay attention to you because you have a really nice figure, probably, and besides your face, and that causes a lot of tension. But if you want people to have respect to you, you want to understand the people who pay attention to you, what their intention is. So for example, if you complain about a lot of time having guys who are low value just value your body. Like, why can't you, especially for me on my end, to dress up in a way that shows more respect to my own body? I'm not really judging or shaming anybody here on the internet, or just posting pictures. And I did post thirst trap in the past, so I have no rights to judge anybody. I just think it's really, you should be cautious or be mindful about the things that you put out there, because at the end of the day, it's a way of getting attention and the way of seeking validation. That's another topic about pretty much social media. I have watched this YouTube video about there's like a panel interview, a guy interview like several girls, whether they choose to be on choose between Instagram or their boyfriend. 9 out of 10 of these girls said they rather want Instagram rather than a real life boyfriend. If they have to sacrifice their social life for their man, they would not do it. And that just came up to me that so many people want like a social validation, because a lot of time girls will not just post some mid pictures on their social media. They will make sure the angle's right, their chin, everything, hairs, nails, all done, because that's when they got likes and comments and all these like things that will make them feel really good about themselves. But at the end of the day, those people might just probably spend a 3 second, that's another attention grabbing, but those people might not necessarily know you as a boyfriend or somebody who you want to probably spend long term and spend a long time with. So that's when I even thought, like, for example, if I have to sacrifice my love life for just attention for males, for people, unsolicited DM and unwanted sources, I will not do it, just because it's, first of all, it's like a fallacy of you having options. But if you think about more from that perspective, people lose nothing to give you to slide you in DM, say what's up. They are doing that to not only you but all of the person on earth. And being you, probably you replying to them can give them such a big ego boost. And that's just the psychology of these males who are, because they have nothing to lose. It's low stack activity to DM girls on Instagram. Even I would say like 4 or 5 guys will try to pull like a 10 for him. This, probably he being rejected for a lot of time, but who knows? People always wanted to have that idea of, oh, what if, right? So that's when I started realizing social media can be detrimental when it comes to your perspective of a person. That's also why I stopped seeking validation from males or even from my own gender. I have been very much cleaning, or I'll say detoxing my social media profile and what I want to show to the world. I would say in the past years, you see I post a lot of party pictures, me drinking, going to clubbing. Well, I had those time, right? Especially I would not blame anybody. I chose to, and that's the decision I made. And then now I made a time transit myself to a more I am very selective about things I put on there. So I do more on the mind building, self-improvement part. A lot of time I post content that relate more to contribute, provide a value and helping in regards to dating, relationship, or even mindset setting, because that's the kind of the trajectory I am putting myself on. And social media is just the way I put those things out. And there's literally no booty showing picture or things that even shows too much of my skin. This is even I feel it's a lot. And my mom is really happy because she's really Asian, really traditional. She's it's the way that you're respecting your own body. You're not giving access to everybody. The figure or the visual of your body, it's very selective, and you only showing that to the people who are important to you, aka people you're dating, people you're thinking you're going long term with. And I'm not as again, I'm not like shaming everybody. I think it's just what kind of decisions you want to make. And going back to the point that if you want to attract somebody who take you seriously, you need to be cautious about every single little actions you put in out there, because everything has a consequences. I think what we don't have is that mindset of, you know, being guided on, you know, what is one thing leads to another, because technically being engaging in a culture that you just wanted to party, want to look good, at the end of the day, you don't spend time focusing on yourself, your inner self, and wanted to be more cautious or meticulous about things that that the kind of the image you want to put it out there. So that kind of actions will attract different energy, as I said, of people who are more, you know, attracted to somebody who's just visually appealing, instead of somebody who, you know, who like the visual, but who can also look beyond that to see what kind of people, like what kind of things, personality that you bring to the table. So that's why I stopped seeking male validation and attention, because for them, it's if you know, if somebody can only look at me as a sex subject, then I can just simply put on like a mini skirt and enjoy myself, which I can. But then I am choosing the part to be more, I guess, you know, in the way it's more mindful. Instead of saying respect, I would say mindful. And instead of thinking about what kind of man I want to attract, and if that's the man, those men who respect or who want a woman who's more, you know, withhold with their decision in regards to dressing up, I think I will make that decision. Or I don't want to think it's sacrifice. If unsolicited attention give you more, I guess, more ego boost, and somebody give you a compliment generally on your fashion style, I think you should go for it, because at the end of the day, you feel more happy getting attention than somebody's respect and actual, you know, value your own worth. So yeah, and yeah, this is the end of this video. Give a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want to see more video about relationship, dating, and anything in general. See you guys next week.